Has anybody seen my engagement ring?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
What do all these things have in common? New York, baby!
Well, we're moving on now.
The moment that I have been waiting for all my life has finally arrived. It's a moment that a lot of young girls dream about. Moving to another country. Even if it's not permanent, even if it takes every cent I earn, it's finally here and it's my moment. I get to do all the leaving home ceremonious things that other teenagers do, like pack up all the junk I have acquired over the years, say goodbye to friends, don't have any, say goodbye to family. It's an experience that we all dream of, and it's finally here. Y'all, I leave for the Big Apple in just a few days, and this is the current state of my room. It's literally a mess. There's boxes everywhere, things are unpacked, nothing has been thrown out. I have a closet full of clothes that needs to be sorted out. What am I keeping? What am I giving away? Everything is just a mess. There are books everywhere. Like, I have no idea what to do with these books because they hold so much sentimental value. It was really difficult sorting through all these books and all these boxes and trying to figure out which books are no longer meaningful to me or meaningful enough to have to keep, and which clothes I don't want to bring with me because it doesn't have the same value, basically. I had no idea what to do. I was so confused. I got so tired and confused, I was like, you know what? Let's just eat some ramen. Ramen cures all things. Well, not really, because there's MSG in ramen and you can't get cancer. I thought throwing away stuff was going to be so easy. All I had to do was just put them in boxes, put them in bags, and just leave them for the garbage collector to come pick them up. But that was actually not as easy as I thought. It was like everything I wanted to throw away, I couldn't, because I attached so much sentimental value to these things, so much meaning to these things, that it was hard for me to depart with them. All my clothes, all my dresses, I remember how I got them, who I got them from, and it was so difficult to get rid of them or to leave them behind because I just knew what they meant to me. And like, I had so much stuff to fit in this tiny little suitcase, and I just couldn't decide what thing was important enough, had enough value to take with me. So that was kind of a crazy experience. The next thing was taking my COVID test, which was probably the most nerve-wracking part of all this, because basically a huge Q-tip gets stuck in your nostrils so far up into places you never knew existed. So yeah, I felt a bit scared. This is going to sound so corny, and it probably already does, but while driving to the airport, it suddenly hit me like this is the last time in a long time that I'm going to ever see these streets again. I know this street very well. I travel on it every single day, and this is going to be one of the last times in a very long time I'm going to get to experience it again. Film the Q-tip being stuck into my nose by the nurses for entertainment value, of course. YouTube, what else? But the nurse said no, so I guess not. And honestly, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't enjoyable. I didn't enjoy it, but it wasn't bad. But I wouldn't recommend doing it again. But you should get COVID tested if you need to. After my COVID test, I basically hung around the airport for a bit. Well, I had no choice. My dad said he would come back, pick me up in 20 minutes. So I really had no choice. But I hung around the airport for a good 20... Nope. It was an hour. Yep, it was an hour. And I had nothing to do except just look at people and see basically how people are living their lives. Like, I'm not even sure, but everyone just seemed like they had somewhere to go. Everyone moved with purpose. I mean, obviously they have to, or their flight will miss them if they don't know. Being an adolescent comes with a lot of shit, but there are things that are great about it. You get the freedom to choose who you want to be, to walk the road that you want to walk, and not just that. It's the time you spend with people become more meaningful because those relationships are what shapes you and shapes your views of things. And being an adolescent now, I really enjoy spending time with my dad because our conversations are so much more meaningful now. It's not like when I used to watch Disney Channel and I used to discuss like my favorite characters on Disney Channel, and all he would do was just nod because he has no idea what I'm talking about. But now they're more meaningful, they have more depth, and they have helped to shape my perspective on the world. And it's amazing that I can get to spend time like this with my parents and have them teach me how to drive and things like that. Like, I honestly thought I was going to become a train dependent person, like my life was going to be dependent on a train. But now, like, my dad is actually helping me how to drive. Like, that's so cool. And it's great that I have moments like these. This was my first solo trip outside of the island, and oh my god, it felt like this is what I want to do with my life. I want to be on planes flying to new destinations. This is what my life is for. This is what I want to do. Just being on the plane surrounded by different people, watching a movie, we're all bored to death. It was just, there was something about it, and not to mention, like, the people beside me were so nice. There are some things you think, oh, I will only experience this in a movie, I'll never see it in real life. Well, I saw the most beautiful sunset of my life through a window of an airplane, and it was magical.
Big